Hello everybody and welcome to the very first episode of The Climb. My name is Dylan Gilbert and this channel is going to be talking to you guys about how you can overcome the struggles of starting a business in a very competitive world today without very much capital or investors, getting corporate sponsorships and all that sort of stuff. Basically run you through how I am dealing with the struggles that I'm going through trying to grow a business here in Australia, and I'm sure it happens all around the world. So, um, yeah, I want to. I've been thinking about starting this channel for quite some time now, and it's just been quite a difficult process to try and document what I'm doing at this stage. I've been using Snapchat quite a bit, but sort of that so-called early stage of Snapchat, it's pretty hard to measure your audience engagement rates and that sort of thing. So I've been listening to quite a few people online in terms of what we should be doing. In terms of documenting your experiences and sharing your knowledge rather than telling people what to do. You just show them what you are doing, and then they can take it from their point of view, whether they enjoy or whether they see you as motivational or inspiring, or rather than you just telling them this is what you should be doing, but in their point of view, they're just sitting back and checking out and watching you rinse and repeat the same thing, but not actually doing. So actions speak louder than words, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm not sure if this YouTube channel is going to be a success or not. It's going to be short episodes, 15 minutes, probably around there. And yeah, I just want to show you guys what I'm doing and how I'm overcoming some of the struggles that I'm having. So yeah, sorry if I'm stuttering. Haven't done anything like this before. I'm really out of my comfort zone here. Talking to a computer screen is not something that I've ever thought that this would be where I'd be going with building a business. But yeah, I want to be really transparent with as many of you guys as possible. And a lot of the questions that I get asked are very similar. Where did you come from? Where did you start? How did you get the idea? What does the word gent mean? So for those of you that don't know, I've started my own small business called Gent Underwear. It's a luxury, eco-friendly men's underwear label. Comes in gift boxes of 4, and we're in partnership with Beyond Blue. Now we're going through some restructurings at this stage in terms of potentially moving towards a full social cause business. In terms of everything that we do revolves back around men's health and mental health and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm just going to answer a few questions that I've been asked quite a bit recently, and yeah, as I just said, most of them are, where'd you get the idea from, and why underwear, and why eco-friendly and all that sort of stuff. A lot of why questions. So I'll start with why underwear. The idea stemmed from God, gone blank here. The Dollar Shave Club. So I thought of an idea of doing Dollar Sock Club. I love what they did with their guerrilla marketing and stunts to start out with, and very recently, we're now in end of November 2016. Dollar Shave Club sold for $1 billion. Yeah, just selling $1 razors for men. So yeah, if I could emulate anything like that, that would be an absolute. Well, I'm not going to, because I'm never going to sell the businesses. That's why we're going to go towards the social cause. So we're building something for the greater good, which I really think that is something that we can all work together, work forward with. Especially leading up to 2020 and all that sort of stuff. Like, we're going to have to make some changes in terms of how business corporate life is conducted, and just the massive financial separation between the rich and the poor. It's been growing a lot quickly over the last, well, through this whole industrialization, really. But yeah, now it's starting to get a lot more documented in terms of we need to to start giving back, and people don't really need exorbitant amounts of wealth. So that's not something that I'm chasing. I'm just chasing a legacy, leaving behind a business that has done good for the world, and that I can help as many people as possible. I'm very lucky to be as healthy and active and outgoing and mentally prepared as anybody that I know. So I'd love to help as people that are less fortunate and that are going through difficult times in their life. We all go through struggles. It's very difficult at times for men to come out and speak about what's going on in their heads, and the yeah the troubles, the struggles that you deal with on a personal level at the time, and the people that are closest to you usually get pushed away because they're the first people to bear the brunt of your out your brash remarks, I guess. So yeah, just dealing with your problems, and how we can help you guys. That's what I want this business to be about. I want it to be about. Well, first based here in Australia, uh, working with a really great organisation in Beyond Blue. They're fantastic. They do some really good stuff. Um, yeah, back to the question. um, why did I do why did I do underwear? Because it's a necessity. As I said, I started out with the socks, and decided it was from an AdWords perspective, and just in terms of economies of scale and percentages and that sort of stuff. I did the maths, and you weren't going to be making any money until you were moving massive amounts of product, and I never have, and never will have lots of money to throw at something like this, like a small business venture, and growing the customer base and cost per acquisition of customers and that sort of thing. That's really important, especially at an early stage, which is why I'm still working my bar job 25 hours a week and paying rent and food. I've recently moved over to Melbourne. I'm based on Chapel Street in St Kilda. It's a really nice place. Super lucky to have found a good spot, and I've only been here for 3 weeks. It's been a really well, not really. It hasn't really been that challenging for myself. Like I'm a very spontaneous person, and I just thought that it'd be a great idea to give it a shot. So I packed my bags and moved over here in very quick succession. And a couple of weeks later, I was landed myself a job, and I'm now just working with a mustache. It's no good. I just saw my reflection. It's November time, so I really want to be a lot more visible in the public and the men's health space in terms of helping people out where possible, donating money for charitable causes, and something like the Movember Foundation is so good, ridiculously good organisation. The stuff that they're doing is great. All around the world as well. They've only started in 2003. It's only been going for less than 15 years, and now they're raising massive amounts of money and doing some really cool stuff in the community. So I'm definitely on the Mo bandwagon. It's not good. It doesn't look any good, but it'll be coming off in 10 days, and then I can get back to normalities of life and not being looked at like a stranger. So that's looked at like a weirdo. So another question would be why underwear, and then branding, I guess, and the name. Where'd you get the name from? Did I start? Is it just me in the business at this stage? It is just me in the business. I'm not looking for corporate investors, people that are going to throw 5, 6, 7 figures at the business to try and grow it in really quick succession. I'm trying to really build a strong foundation to begin with, in terms of getting building the right platform that people are going to want to work for the brand, the core messages, the greater good. They're not working for a company; they're working with a company, the organisation, or the business, Gent Underwear. There's going to be you. I want to build a business that people are proud of to work at, and uh, yeah, hopefully I can do that over the coming months and years and however long it takes for me to achieve my goals. Um, yeah, the name Gent, I believe, it just reflects. It's simple. It's elegant. It's not. Um, I think it's a great name. It really is. It encompasses a lot of what we're doing. We are the gentleman, the modern man. Uh, that's basically it. How did I come to it? Well, I started off with a list of 52 names, and just started crossing off the ones as I saw fit. And got down to the last couple and asked a few people, and like, yeah, this one was really stood out from the people, family, and friends close to me back home in Perth. So yeah, just decided to by then, well, first you have to check out the website's available. The word gent.com.au is bought, and he didn't want a bar of it when I emailed him to see if I could. Um, it's just laid there dormant for 4 or 5 years, and I said, "Is there any chance of you moving on from that website?" I didn't even get a reply, so that's why I called the business Gent Underwear. Down the track, if that's going to limit our growth potential in terms of undergarments or t-shirts or watches or pocket squares or whatever it might be that we move into, facial products, shaving creams, it doesn't matter. Might need to look at changing from Gent Underwear in terms like maybe products or whatever, but that's a problem down the line. When you're being a small business and just starting out, you've really got to do. So at this stage, that's a potential problem that I might encounter. It's not something that I'm going to waste my time thinking about now. What if, but maybe. Yeah, I just really got to focus on getting stuff done. Getting it done is better than making it perfect. I'm definitely an 80-20 guy in terms of put it together, get the general gist of things, and get it out to the public, and get some feedback and see what people are thinking, um, which is something that I'm constantly learning as I go through. I listen to a few mentors online, and they are yeah, very very bullish in this way, where they say that's definitely the way you should be going, especially as a startup. You need to just get your ideas out there, launch your website. It doesn't have to be perfect. Mine wasn't. I just locked myself in my lounge room for a week. On a couple of different devices, where one was showing me how to build a Shopify website. On my other one, I was sitting there going, following along the prompts. So it's it's definitely it's definitely a time-consuming process. I've had to learn to be a lot more patient than I ever have been. I wouldn't say that I'm a patient person by a long stretch of the imagination. So yeah, that's something that I've really learned. Blocking things out, not going out for a beer on the weekend. Waking up early and getting the most important things out of the way early on in the day, hopefully before lunchtime. Or if you have another 9 to 5 job, then getting up and doing just one thing, do your one thing that you really need to do that day. Make the decision the night before you go to bed, what really needs to be done in the next day to really push the business forward as fast as you can, and get that thing done before breakfast, and it'll really help you. Moving forward to move forward quickly. So, look, if any of you guys have any more questions in terms of how I got started, why I got started, and decision making the decision making process I've had throughout my really short career so far. I've only been in this for about 9 months now. Feel free to reach out. I'm very very accessible. Find me on Instagram or Snapchat, Dylan Gilbert with 2 T's. and I'll definitely reach out to you guys back. So yeah, for those that you guys that aren't following us already, jump onto Instagram and check out Gent Underwear, and yeah, again, let me know what you think of the website. The more opinions, the better. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I'm looking to try and get other people's opinions, and hopefully, yeah, take this forward as quick as I can. So. Um, that's it. That's the wrap for the first episode. It, this is just a little bit of a bit of fun, I guess. I just want to be really open and honest with you guys in terms of yeah what I'm doing and how I come to the decisions that I do come to, and yeah, I want you guys to be as much a part of this process as I am. So yeah, enjoy your week ahead. It's Monday. Happy Monday. Uh, Speak to you soon.